So welcome to the State of the Lurie Cancer Center and our annual reception that will follow. We really appreciate you guys coming in person. Obviously, it's been a long, almost 3 years now. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day, especially before the holiday, to come. Those of you they're not new to this, you know sort of how it goes. But for those of you that are new to this event, basically, we try once a year to have Dr. Patanius, our director, give an update of where we have been, where we are, and where we're trying to go. And then we normally follow that with some individual awards that we have a nomination for early fall. And then typically we have a special gift for everybody that I think most of you were able to pick up the shirts on the way in. And then we'll have a reception with some appetizers and drinks right after. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. Unfortunately, Dr. Patanius could not attend in person today, but he will actually be available. Let me just pull him up here. Here he is. So we're zooming you in, Dr. Patanius. Go for it. Take over.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex. This is obviously a very important event for the Cancer Center, and I will never miss it under any circumstance, except if I got COVID, and that's what's going on, and that's a reminder that COVID is still around, and I think everyone be careful out there and protect yourselves. So I'm going to just give a summary of what's going on. Alex, can you put back the slides?
Yes.
All right, hold on. I have a little technical issue here. I don't see my slides here on my end, Alex.
Yeah. Give me just a couple of seconds here.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are fine.
Go for it.
Okay, so we're all set. Alex, thank you. So thank you again for being here. So for those of you who are not familiar with our Cancer Center, this is a history. This is a summary of our history. And it all started in 1975 with Nat Berlin, who was a pathologist at the National Cancer Institute, and returned here and established the first cancer center that received the NCI designation. And over the years, we have seen some remarkable growth, and especially the last few years, we have seen some growth that is dramatic. We got recently our highest score in our renewal, and this growth has been in parallel with the growth of the medical school and the health system. And I want to take this time the opportunity to thank the leadership of the medical school, the dean, Eric Nilsson, who has been very supportive of the Cancer Center, and the leadership of the health system, Howard Chrisman and Dean Harrison. And we have Northwestern medicine growing in a dramatic way. So as a comprehensive cancer center, the way we are defined by the NCI, we have a mission. And our mission is, of course, to provide compassionate state-of-the-art cancer care and to eliminate cancer disparities. Importantly, we try to translate discoveries from the lab to the clinic. And of course, we train the next generation of clinicians and scientists. And, comprehensive is defined by the NCI as the few places that combine everything: superb laboratory research, superb clinical care, population sciences, and importantly, community impact. Here is a snapshot of where we are right now. If you look at the U.S. News and World Report, the Lurie Cancer Center has been, Northwestern Medicine has been #1 in Illinois for many years, and in the top 10 in the nation. And we are actually number 9 in the nation this year. We have been in the top 10 for the last few years. We have seen a remarkable growth in NCI funding, in funding of our investigators by the National Cancer Institute and other NIH funding institutes. And we have reached the highest we ever had. And this is very important because this reflects the depth and of our science. We have members, about 380 members in 4 schools and 36 departments, and a very large number of publications and collaborations. Now, here at the Lurie Cancer Center, we have an unusual strength. We have some unique strengths that other cancer centers don't have, and we work very hard to bring them to the clinic. We have a superb group of nanotechnology, the International Institute of Nanotechnology, run by Chad Mirkin. He has been a very close ally and partner with us. And as you know, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2018 was by a member of that institute and the Cancer Center, Fraser Stoddart. We have strengths in regenerative medicine, in bioengineering with Milan Mirksic, epigenetics with Ali, metabolism with Nav, Sandel, and others, and then major strength in patient-reported outcomes. And I obviously forget so many other important contributions and areas, but I just wanted to make the point that our science is first class and covers areas that are hard for other universities to have. And at the same time, we have superb clinical leaders. Here you can see a few of our leaders who have leadership in national positions. I want to point out that Jane Winter, who is the current president of the American Society of Hematology, and the immediate past president is Marty Tolman, and they are both here. Maha, who is the deputy director of the Cancer Center, is in the ASCO board of directors, and we have many great leaders in many areas. So we, as a cancer center, we address what we call the catchment area. That's the language that the National Cancer Institute uses. And we cover a very large area. We cover the Chicago metropolitan area. Is a area of 8.6 million people, the most dense part of Illinois, and that's is about 70% of the state. Now, the top 5 cancers in incidence and mortality, you can see them at the panel there: breast, prostate, lung, colorectal, and pancreatic. These are the cancers that are very common, and some of them are more fatal than others. You can see them up with the areas that we serve. In this area, we have many partners, and we have many allies that we work together. If you see here the green dots, you can see Northwestern medicine locations that are now part of our network. Now there are 11 hospitals part of Northwestern medicine, and this gives us the ability to go into different parts of Chicago to open our trials, to make it easier for our patients. That's what we plan to do, to increase our outreach and make it easier for our patients to go into life-saving trials without having to travel downtown. We also have many different affiliates, and we work together with many other organizations. So you can see some of them here that, to increase outreach and to enhance our impact. Now, over the recent past, we had some changes in our leadership. One is that Melissa Simon became Associate Director for Community Outreach and Engagement, and she replaced Alexis Thompson, who moved to Philadelphia to be chair in pediatrics in CHOP. We have Sarki Abdul-Qadir, who is the Associate Director for the new position of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that's a position that we developed recently with the evolution with the National Cancer Institute and the needs that we have. And Amy Hamburger is an interim associate director for translation. We also had changes in our leadership. We have 3 new program leaders. One is Feng Yu, who is also director of the Cancer Genetics Institute of the Lurie Cancer Center. Feng is an exceptional leader, and he's co-leader of the Cancer Epigenetics and Nuclear Dynamics program. Bedina Yanes is now the new co-leader of the Cancer Control and Survivorship. And we just announced last week that Bin Zhang, who is a superb immunologist, is going to be a 3rd co-leader of our tumor environment and metastasis program, something that we need as we emphasize our strengths in immunology and grow in that area. We also have some new directors of cell resources. Kreb Korbinski, who is the director of the neurological division in the Department of Pathology, and he runs the Brain Tumor Bank, became the director of the Pathology Core Facility. And JoAnn Anderson recently joined Northwestern, and he's the director of the Mouse Histology and Phenotyping Lab. So here is our current leadership as they are in the NCI, in the CCSG. We have Maha Hussein, who is the deputy director. Kathy Green remains associate director for basic sciences. I talk about Sarki. Vadim Bachman oversees our cell resources. Dave Sella remains the associate director of cancer control and prevention. Melissa mentioned. Alex is the AD for administration. Marcelo for education. Mary for clinical operations, and Amy for translation. And we have 2 very important positions that are not in the CCSG, but are part of our efforts. One is Bill Gradisar is the Chief of Himonka, Deputy Director for the Clinical Network, and Jeff Wayne, who is the Chief of Surgical Oncology and Associate Director for Clinical Operations, together with Mary. We are very excited that the medical school created this Center for Human Immunobiology, and Stephanie Eisenbach is a new director who joined Northwestern from Yale University, and we look forward to partnering with her to develop more of the cancer immunotherapy efforts, and we have already started collaborating in recruits in that area. Here you can see now what the evolution of our funding, of our NCI funding, which again is a reflection of how well a place is doing, because when you have good investigators who get funding, that is reflected here. And we have seen a dramatic growth, almost, doubling, not exactly, since 2014. And I will say that since 2018, when we had the last renewal and we got the exceptional score, we have continued to grow, and that's difficult because we have jumped very high. But despite that, we still are going up, and that's a very good sign. And of course, I mentioned a ranking in the U.S. News and World Report. The increase in the funding reflects the recruitment of some superb investigators, of course, but also our ability to collaborate and to put together some large grants that bring together investigators from different areas and lead to translational efforts. So we were able recently to renew the prostate cancer spore, and we have the 2 multi-PIs there. It's Sarki Abdulkadir and Maha Hussein. It's very hard to renew or to get any spore, and this was a great development that we renewed that. And of course, we have the super strong brain cancer spore, and under the leadership of Matt Lesniak, this was a spore that was funded with a perfect score in the first shot. They went for renewal. It's not formally funded yet, but it got a score that there is no question that it will be funded. So these are strong areas. And then we have a pre-spore in cancer health equity driven by Melissa Simon, focusing on gynecological malignancies. And that's a partnership actually with Cook County Hospital. And the intention there is to try eventually to have a mature, full-blown spore in gynecologic malignancies that will be developed over the next couple of years. We also are working with Chad Mirkin to develop a spore that will be based on nanotechnology. And when Chad and I presented that to the NCI, they were very excited about the concept. There is no other nanospore in the country. And as this being developed, I think we will have a good chance to get this funded. Now, at the same time, beyond research and funding, our faculty has a significant impact. And I just want to point out here 21 approvals of drugs by the FDA that reflect work that was either driven by our investigators or where our investigators played a major role. Just in prostate, there are MAHAs. There were two drugs recently that were approved, and these were publications in the New England. And we continue making major breakthroughs that affect clinical care. So Northwestern University is a very innovative university, and the Cancer Center is also. And you can see here the number of patents that are being issued every year from our faculty. There was some drop during COVID, and then we have a bounce right now. So we continue to innovate and to come up with new things. And there are many spin-out companies that come from this work. These are several companies that came in the last few years from work of Lurie Cancer Center investigators. So this was, another thing that I want to point out is this process that has been going on, aiming to integrate the different hospitals that are part of Northwestern medicine. This is a process that started that we launched in 2015, a little after I became director. And we created what we call the Clinical Cancer Center Executive Council, cross-regional tumor boards. And then this process, with the help of the health system, became very formal. We have now CIPs that work on different disease sites. And you can see here there has been remarkable progress. And we're getting closer and closer to our goal, which is to have one standard of care and the ability to offer novel treatments in all hospitals of Northwestern medicine without the patients having to come downtown. So I'm going to stop here, and there are many people I want to thank, and I need to thank. I want to thank our departmental leaders, the department chairs. They are our close partners, and we work closely with them to recruit people and develop other programs. Our administrators, physician assistants, scientists, staff, students, social workers, physicians, family and caregivers, the health system leaders, the FSM leadership, the NMHC leadership, therapists, leaders, donors, APNs, the NCI, and of course our trainees, and importantly, our nurses. But most of all, I want to thank our patients. I want to thank our patients who are fighting cancer with courage and dignity and inspire our efforts every day. So thank you all for being here today, and we're going to move now to the award ceremony, and Alex will come up to continue.
Thank you, Dr. Platanis. Thank you so much. We'll see at the end. Maybe there's some questions. I know you'll be there to answer them should some come up. So, like I mentioned earlier, I think sometime in the fall we normally send out a call for nominations, and every year we're so fortunate to get so many folks nominated. This year I think we were about 40 or so finalists that were nominated across all sorts of different categories. And why don't we just jump right in? So the mechanics of this will be once your name is called, come on down, receive your award, and maybe just hang out for the picture, and then you can sort of move on because we do have a bunch to give. So let's jump in. So sort of started with the most established award and then moved our way up to the recent. So all the way back more than 30 years ago now, the Women's Board of NMH actually had decided to establish this award, Maurer Compassionate Care Award, and it was somewhat recently endowed as well. And these awards are the ones that exemplify and serve as role models for all of us for their humanistic and compassionate care of our cancer patients. So there are actually 4 categories within this award. The nurse, allied health professional, as well as house officer or fellow, and then an attending physician. So without further ado, start with nursing award. Goes to Ellie Ware, who's a nurse in radiation oncology. And unfortunately, she's actually not able to be here today. But congratulations. So I think her manager is going to accept. So I don't know if we should take a picture because you didn't win this.
No, I don't want to take a picture.
Thank you. So the next award, which is the Allied Health Award, goes to Jocelyn Lutkis, who's a dietitian. I think they told me this way. So this is for you. Thank you. Congratulations. Then the third one is the house staff or fellow, and we have Toby Odetola, the second-year fellow from HEMONC. Congratulations. There we go. Congrats. And the final winner in this category is the attending physician, goes to Dr. H.G. Munshi, attending physician. Careful, the mic is on.
Another mask.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next 4 awards are sort of more recent than the Nora Kunimara Compassion Awards, and we'll start with the JoAnn Jones Support Staff Award, which was established in 2008 and was inspired by a colleague at that time, JoAnn Jones, who was a support staff employee who exemplified outstanding patient service and performance excellence. So we give this award each year to a support staff member in recognition of their work ethic, empathy, and dedication to our mission. So this year, the winner is Heidi Avia, patient liaison in Gagnon. Congratulations. I didn't mess up the name, did I?
A little bit.
Whatever you want. Yeah, I think they got your file. Okay. The next award is called Medical Professional Award. This was established in 2011, and it recognizes the exceptional patient care by a clinical professional for their dedication, commitment, and overall care for the patients. The winner best exemplifies patient compassion and teamwork, and that is Sarah Traverso, the physician assistant in Fremont. Here we go. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't run up. So definitely liability waivers next time when people run down. In early 2000, Vicki Maurer Clinical Cancer Center Nursing Award was established, and it was a gift from a grateful patient in honor of his nurse, Vicki Maurer. This award is given to a nurse in recognition of their nursing excellence, compassion, thoughtfulness, and teamwork, and that is Jill Trzaska, clinical coordinator nurse and 16 Prentice stem cell. How bad did I say the name? How do you say the last name? Trzaska or?
Traska.
Traska.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay. And I know it's blocking a little bit, so you guys can see underneath. The Nancy Anderson Award is for excellence in gynecologic oncology nursing, and it was created in honor of Nancy Anderson's compassionate care and the dear friendship she bestowed upon, again, a grateful family and the patient that she treated, as well as countless other patients. This awardee is a nurse who best exemplifies compassionate care and excellence in nursing and patient care in Gyne-Onc, and that is Jenna Scotti, nurse clinician. Congratulations. So, Dr. Platanius, why don't you come back in here and maybe do the next 5 or 6?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, we can see you.
Okay, great. Thank you. And these are now awards that recognize chairs we work with or institutional partners. And we're going to start with the first one. And the first one is the Chair of the Year Award. And no question, this goes to Matt Lesniak, Chair of the Department of Neurosurgical Surgery. Matt has made a huge difference in the World Medical School, Northwestern overall. He has built an incredible department with amazing translational capabilities. He has brought the brain sport. He has done so much for the institution, and we are grateful for everything he does. Of course, Matt is not here to get the award, not like me for my reasons, but because he's traveling in Europe. So Amy Heimberger, the Vice Chair of Neurosurgery, will come to get the award.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, why not? I don't think we have one.
Okay.
Might as well.
This way, Dr. Lesniak has evidence that he got it.
Okay, the next award now is Faculty Award. And again, we award this to faculty for their work ethic, empathy, and dedication to the Lurie Cancer Center mission. And this goes to Rima Lucas, Associate Professor in the Department of Neurology. Rimas has been a great presence in this area. He does great research and great work, and we are so happy he is with us. So, Rimas.
How are you? Congrats. Yep, be good.
Okay, now we will actually one more party to award. This goes to Adam Murphy. Adam is assistant professor in the Department of Urology. He's a member of our COE and DEI effort, and he's doing remarkable outreach work in Chicago, trying to eliminate cancer disparities, especially in prostate cancer. So.
Let's see, man, you get a better suit for sure. There you go. Congratulations.
Now we move in the Institutional Partners Award. These are usually leaders in the institution with whom we work closely to facilitate the activities of the Lurie Cancer Center. And we start with Rebecca Cares. Rebecca is a Vice President for Oncology Operation at NMH, and she has been working with us for many years in different capacities. She was last year promoted to Vice President of Oncology Operations, and we could not be happier for this. She's a very close partner, and she has done so much for the institution. Rebecca? Okay, the next award goes to Krista Brownlee. Krista is the Associate Vice President in the Northwestern University Office of Research. I was lucky to have been working with Krista closely over the last year and a half in my Associate Vice President role, and Krista has really made a huge impact in improving the functions of our IRB, our clinical research. We are so excited to have her as a partner. Thank you, Krista.
Good to see you in person. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Next award goes to Kevin Burrows. Kevin is the Executive Director of Finance in the Feinberg School of Medicine. He handles what is extremely important, money, and he has been a great partner and friend, and we are so happy that we are able to work with him. Kevin?
Good to see you. There you go. Thanks. Yep.
And talking of money, philanthropy is extremely important in our efforts, and we are so lucky to have great philanthropy teams here. Karen Kleban is the Director of Philanthropy Oncology in the Northwestern Memorial Foundation, and she works very closely with us. She has raised incredible amounts of support for the Cancer Center. Grateful for her great contributions. So,
All right,
and I think, Alex, you take it from here
yeah,
again.
I'll
Right?
give you a little bit of a break. We'll continue on with the same set of awards, just a sort of different category, if you want to say. So the next two are what we labeled Research Administration Award. And the first winner in this category, it's like a suspense, Jody Johnson, who Jody does many things, among which she helps coordinate all of our basic science division with Dr. Green, so congratulations. Thank you. second award in this category goes to Gina Kersheimer. Congratulations. So similar to Jody, many roles, but one of the primary ones is supporting Dr. Bonini in our training education efforts. Congrats.
Sorry.
All right, got it. All right. The next one is more of a clinical award. This is a nursing award that will go to Olivia Giannetti, lead nurse apprentice 4 infusion. Congratulations. Take a flow. And the Ally Health Professional Award in this set of awards goes to Leticia Montemayor, Medical Assistant in Hematology Oncology. She will not be here today. We'll make sure she gets one for sure. And the Administration Award in this category goes to Lauren Schulte. Lauren is one of the key leaders in our clinical trials office. Congratulations, Lauren. Here you go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least, because some of what we're doing today would not have happened without this person, and that is Marian Miniconi, who does the facilities coordination on the medical school side of the house. There she is. Yep. Congratulations. Here we go. Yeah, I think they have flowers. Okay, so with that, Botanus, any parting words or?
Yeah, I wanna thank again everyone for being here, and I hope you enjoy your time, and we'll see you next year.
So you guys can all join us outside. We have a reception for some time. If you didn't get your gift, please do so. And thank you again. Hope you have healthy and happy 2023. Thank you.